World Rugby 7 Series. It's the Dubai Sevens Men's Cup Final, and it's South Africa, the defending champions, up against the USA. Here are the starting teams. Hbsc Soyaswapi will lead out the blitz box. Hbsc Zane Davids, Pretorius, Selvin Davids. He pulls the strings in midfield alongside Ronald Brown. And Shilton Van Veek, the 13th man, starts a cup final in his first tournament, as does Logan Targo for the USA. Kayvon Williams will lead them out. Seen them yet, the Eagles, perhaps making the favourites here, the blitz box. That's what they're playing for. The Dubai Emirates Sevens trophy. This South Africa Sevens team have won this event 7 times before, going for a record 8th title, their 10th final all time. They are also going for an 18th straight win on the Sevens World Series. Here are the Eagles in their white shirts. Proud moment here for Kayvon Williams. He's got Martin Yosefo behind him. A nice moment between the two captains as they take the field here in Dubai. They've never met in a cup final before. South Africa on a 6-game win streak against the USA stretches back to Singapore in 2019. Niua, one of the players that is going to hang around, but a couple of these USA stars, Martin Yosefo there, Matai Leuta, the centre of shot. We understand this fortnight here in Dubai will be their last for the USA 7, so what a departure it could be for them to win the gold medal here in Dubai. Okay, time for the anthems. Star Spangled Banner. But first, it will be be the word for the USA up against the heavy favourites here, the Blitzboks. Alongside for this Dubai Sevens Cup final, former England Sevens captain Rob Bickerman. Rob, if we're being honest, no team's got close to this South African team over the last 3 events. What's it going to take from the USA to challenge the favourites here?
Well, you're right. We said about standards being set by the South African team. Well, referee Rosier will be taking control of this one, and it is experience of this USA team against the exuberance of this South African team. That makes for a wonderful mix. USA have to quickly try and find the kill switch of this South African machine.
Martin Yosefo, 49th event. Joe Schrader, who came up with the turnover in the semi-final to get the Eagles to this match in the tournament. So much at stake. One final game. Gold medals up for grabs. Shilton Van Beek on debut here this weekend. JC Pretorius has been brilliant for the Blitzboks as well. Selvin Davids will get the Emirates Dubai Sevens Cup final underway. He sends it high into the Dubai night and climbing high. For the USA, Logan Targo, the rookie out of NFL. Here's Kayvon Williams, who hands it off to Carlin Isles and Joe Schrader. So much responsibility on his shoulders with the departure of players like Ben Pinkelman from this USA setup. Here's Targo. He's been playing rugby for a little while, and here he is in a cup final. It's a turnover. It'll be a South African lineup.
And they're those moments people speak about rawness in a game. Mr. Quinn looking up for it, as you always expect, but it's Pretorius with the shot. Big marauding presence, Targo on this near side, but he cannot go into touch. That's exactly what South Africa want.
Ronald Brown, and his series debut at the Vancouver Sevens a couple of months ago on the runaround. So Selvin Davids, he's got Van Beek to his left, and the captain Sawyers Wapi, already 7 tries across these 2 days so far. Mike Friday spoke ahead of this final about how accurate the USA have to be, because how dangerous the South Africans are with the ball in hand, and Zane Davids almost goes over there for their first try. It's over the head of Ronald Brown, but it might work out for him. It does. Misfortune for the Eagles. It was bobbled by Brown. It caused a dog leg in the USA defense, and it's resulted in a try to Ronnie B.
Really good zip from South Africa, and it's these passes that really are hitting the money. When you take the ball forward, you always got a chance. The ball on the floor beats so many defenders. Ronald Brown, the smallest man out there, he's got a great start for his country.
And the extra 2 from Ronald Brown, they get the maximum. So 7-0, just a minute gone in the cup final. You've got to think that most things have to go USA's way in this final. Well, opening stanzas have favoured South Africa. Again, a high kick from Davids. Pretorius on the chase, but again, Targo uses his size and his leaping ability to climb high and win it. But look at Hbsc. He's gone and stolen the ball away from the Americans, but just taking his eye off the ball is Shilton Van Beek in his first final at his first tournament.
Well, that must have been a brave call from the referee to give advantage away from that penalty, knowing exactly what South Africa want. They chose to play the advantage. The knock-on men, in fact, have been USA ball. But that's 2 possessions now for the USA. Twice, South Africa has snuffled it back.
A couple of injuries for this Blitzboks side. Hbsc. Nasty looking leg injury last night. He'll be out for the fortnight. Also, Ryder stays unavailable as well. He's got crutches on the sideline also. Martin Yosefo works the short side for the Eagles. Ankle tap by Zane Davids. JC Pretorius over the top. Ball's gone forward. That was a heavy carry from Martin Yosefo, but JC Pretorius and Zane Davids working in tandem.
And And they came from the scrum. That's how good they are defending. The pace these two big guys possess. It personifies this Blitzbox team. Each one of them so fast, so fit. And that was great defence by the men in green.
Crouch.
Harder without the ball than they do with it, the South African side.
Set.
Right pace here. Brown will beat the scrum on his own centre line. Selwyn Davids decides the kick, no one in behind, and Sawyer's Wapi's on the chase. He's got him behind. Carlin Isles plays a bit of football, and Sawyer's Wapi goes to put it down, but Isles has come up with a quite brilliant save there and kicked the ball over the end line.
How about that for a race? Land.
To me it's okay, but I just want to know if the ball crossed the... What was already in goal? Okay, so it's 22. 22.
Yeah, referee was absolutely fine. He didn't think he was grounded. It's a case of where the ball was before he got kicked out. Because it was in the in-goal area, it goes to a bit of 22 dropout.
22.
That was two racehorses going for it.
What a save from Isles. Muir, the short dropout, wins it back. Here's Steve Thomasine. Great to see him back in USA Sevens colours as well. One of the Olympians in this team. Here's Josepho. His 49 tournament this weekend. He'll rack up 50 next weekend. Isles gets done for holding on. And Punvate goes quickly. Selwyn Davids steps off the left foot. Davids and then off the right. And again, mesmerising the USA defenders. Over the top to JC Pretorius. And that is Selwyn Davids at his best.
Every 4 minutes of this game, the USA have spent 3 seconds outside of their own half. And every time the South Africans have got the ball, they look so composed. Selwyn Davids stepping so many people, he beats his own men. Bouncing around the place, finds the space out wide. You can see Pretorius in the width. He finds him. The ever impressive JC man goes over.
JC Pretorius, such a key cog in this Blitzbox outfit these days. All smiles after that try conversion from Ronald Brown, and it's there. So South Africa in control, 14-0, still 2:50 to go in this first half. USA have not hardly been in Blitzbox territory. Davids, another high kick right on the 10-metre line. This time it's Thomasine that brings it down for the Eagles. Josepho. JC Pretorius. Shilton Van Fake is Davids again. He's got Ronald Brown with him. Gets away from Schrader. Got him in the end. And there's a penalty to the USA. Stevie Thomasine coming in, winning the steal.
And holding on.
That's pretty gold dust, getting a breakdown penalty. Black Friday being pleased with that one. Harry Baker waiting just behind him.
Yeah, Mike ahead of kick-off. He said we've got to control our possession, ensure we're patient, take the extra phase. He thought they could match them physically and for size, but they've got to take their chances and be accurate, but they're at the wrong end of the field right now.
Every time that ball is on the floor, it is an invitation for the South Africans to hover around that breakdown, to contest and to contend, and they love it.
Well, there's the hooter for half-time, and that's gone forward at the line-out. So another chance for the Blitzbox to add to their total in this cup final. Ronald Brown skipping through. Ronnie B gets away. He's under the sticks. Oh, he's a little wizard, is Ronald Brown.
This was the fear for the USA. They went so hard in their semi-final. The minutes were accrued by the more experienced players. The errors start creeping in. That ball's on the floor. It's like a honeypot to these Blitzbox. Ronald Brown gets the ball behind him, bigs one with the right, kicks on through Nuer, who tried to cover from that line out, and it's just too much, too fast, too often for South Africa.
Congratulations from Zane Davids for Ronald Brown. That's the extra two from right in front. 3 converted tries for South Africa in a cup final. They lead it at half-time by 21 points to nil. High above the Seven Stadium, final game of this opening leg of the new HSBC Sevens World Series. Inside the Blitzbox huddle, Ronald Brown. Try for him. In at the heart of everything. Neil Brown, head coach, has been since 2013. Three-time winner himself of the World Series. He won't be resting on his laurels. Rob Wickerman, even with a score of 21-0, he knows that this game is not done yet.
Maybe in that huddle, mentioning that magic word they always use, process. South African process. Suffocate with the defence, get the ball off the go. See what Mike Friday says.
You can get back in this game if you assert yourself physically and you tread to the ball. You let them have it, they're ruthless. Okay? Next door and then you might actually start believing in you and then you put down in them. It's about the next play. Let's go! Believe it, let's go!
The Blitzbox lead the USA Eagles 21-0. After the opening 7 minutes, Martha Yosefo and the USA just couldn't get anything going. Rob Wickerman will be listening to Mike Friday in the huddles at half-time. He says, you've got to score first, you can believe in yourselves, but you need the ball to do it.
You certainly do. And they've got to hope in the form that they've shown throughout this tournament, that class is indeed permanent and they can get some of their stars, step it up.
Dior, the most capped player in USA Sevens history, gets this second half underway. They're going to need all his experience. But Zane Davids has lifted Selwyn Davids to retrieve the restart. Thomasin goes in to cause some havoc, but he gets penalised. And South Africa come away with it. Brown to Pretorius. Hbsc to his right, and Pretorius is bursting through one tackle. Gets away from another, it's Williams. Tago coming back, and the inside ball to Ronald Brown, who runs around. And that is 3 tries for Ronald Brown. He's got a hat-trick in the Dubai Sevens Cup final.
And it's no wonder he's smiling. Lofted eye, Davids. From Zane Davids, and then when he comes down, off they go. Clip this up. This is how you run a rugby ball forwards. Relentless, not accepting tackles, gets rid of 2 defenders, gets attacked from the third, and still kicks through. JC Pretorius is a machine wearing green.
Well, what a story. Ronald Brown is. The hat-trick in the Dubai Sevens final here, but there's plenty more than that. He was the player of the final in Vancouver a couple of months ago. And after he joined the Blitzbox Sevens Academy, a couple of months in, he was diagnosed with classic Hodgkin's lymphoma. He had 3 to 4 months of chemotherapy. He made a full recovery. He went to the Olympic Games, and here he is. 3 tries in a final, just extraordinary stuff. Davids, he wants a piece of the action as well. Selwyn Davids, it's gonna sit up on a plate. Everything the Blitzbox touches is turning to gold right here.
He's getting in on the act. Never nice to see a blowout in sevens, but I tell you what, this is a special team we are witnessing seeing here in Dubai. The kicking behind. He's got the pace, of course he has. We see it time after time. This has been almost a faultless tournament from South Africa.
To go in this second half,
and casting their way towards a record. Looks the way this is going. The tactics been repeated time and time, isn't it? Get down there, get the penalty, get the possession back, and off you go again.
USA, can they do something in this final? Matai Leuta, it'll be his last week next weekend in this USA Eagles setup. Kayvon Williams, the captain, has led them admirably. Not much he's been able to do in this final. They go back for the penalty. USA never won a cup final here in Dubai. Looks like it isn't going to happen here either. The cap is off the bench for South Africa. For the USA, Schrader moves it across to Matai Leuta. And here's Thomason up over the halfway line. Gets away from the Blitzbot rookie Tiam Pretorius. And a penalty against the USA, leaving their feet. Nothing's going right.
You could be 1% inaccurate against South Africa at the breakdown, and you will be penalised for it. They are the standard bearers in the contact area. They're slowing it down a bit. They're enjoying this moment, and they're still seeking more.
Well, we saw South Africa break a record in Vancouver a couple of months ago when they beat Kenya by 33 points. Score stays the same. This will be their record margin in a cup final. And Tiam Pretorius, who was mobbed by his teammates earlier today when he scored his first try for South Africa, almost got away there. Davids, he's got Branko de Pria with him. Here he is, the most experienced blitzbot of them all. Gets away from Leuta. They look exhausted, the USA. Dupria's still going, 1 metre out. Counter up from Schrader. He finds some energy somehow and wins the penalty for the Eagles.
And these are the deepest, darkest depths of the legs of these experienced USA players, but still they're continuing.
Ivan Fualau's off the bench as well. Here's Joe Schrader. I don't think he'll have the pace. No, he needs to slow down and find some support, the big man. There's a pass. Was it flat? They've let it go, and Lucas Lecamp will run clear. He'll get a try in his first ever final. For the 35-5, it's pure consolation.
He can only do what he's asked to. He comes on, he's impressed by Friday, speaks very highly of this young man. An interesting journey in rugby, but he's got everything you need. The pace, the fitness clearly at this stage of the game. Schrader gives him the wonderful ball flat that he receives to give a little shred of dignity in what's been a very difficult last game for them.
Yeah, out of UCLA, Lucas Lecamp, President Rugby Town Sevens, Pac-12 final for UCLA as well. Lost that to Cal Berkeley, but he impressed, and that's why he's here and he's got a try in the final. South Africa, a minute to go. Christy Grobbelaar. Sawyers Wapi. In midfield, Sawyers Wapi. Takes it into contact. Williams now. Zane. Davids and Sean Williams in tandem. Grobbelaar. Sawyers Wapi. Up to the 10-metre line. Looking for their 18th straight win on the series. Their 8th Dubai Sevens title. And round the outside, Shilton van Beek. Inside ball to Sean Williams. They are turning on the style. The Blitzboks. Yet another brilliant try.
And it's another player we can celebrate for being a very different body shape to what you see in the rest of this second series. Williams with the pace on the inside. Another player who's probably sub 75 kilograms, as many of these South African players are, but their commitment and effort sees them be truly heavyweights in this game.
Branko de Pria takes over the kicking duties. They add the extra 2, and that will finish it off for South Africa. They are the best of the best right now. There's no doubt about it. A masterclass in the gold medal match They have won their third consecutive gold medal. And they've only done that once before, Wellington, Sydney and Las Vegas on the 2016-17 series. A moment to reflect on what has been a quite brilliant performance.
Yet again, South African team really are challenging the adjectives in how well they play. They may well have come into this with a few players unproven, but they remain unbroken.
USA got through their semi-final against Fiji, had to fight all the way to the end. It would have taken a lot out of them. But South Africa, an unblemished record, a perfect record. 6 wins here in Dubai.